Hey, what's up? It's DJ. Here are your mods for Monday, June the 30th. In total, 26 mods were released. All platforms got 19 new and 3 updates. And PC Mac players got 2 new and 2 updates. We'll go over each mod so you can take a look at it and see how it works, including this beautiful JCB. It is very awesome. Check those timestamps to see what you want to see first. Otherwise, let's jump right in. Starting off today, we have the JCB Construction Loadall, new vehicle for all platforms. There's a couple different versions of this, and it even supports the slope compensation. Only up to 12 degrees. I think this is more. Customizations are pretty nice, so you kind of do whatever you want with this thing. 74 horsepower. If you go down to your engine setup, you can also throw in a 109 horsepower engine. That makes things nice and easy. Attachments, you start off with a standard telehandler attachment, and then you can switch over to a Q-fit, or you can go with the forks. Now, I've tried to hook up to a Q-fit attachment with the forks, and I'm, well, not good enough to figure out how to do that. But the forks work like normal pallet forks. You move them in and out and all that good stuff. Also, your regular attacher in your Q-fit works with all your telehandler stuff, but doesn't line up properly. So choose the right one. Don't worry, Ruslan Mods, the creator of this, has a Q-fit pack. All good. We talked about engines already. Will brands include Trelleborg, Michelin, BKT, Continental, Fittestein, and that is it. You do have all of your standard turning as well, so all wheel. You got your crabs. I think there's a front as well, so all good there. Beacons, it comes with everything, so you have to take these off. Your first beacon is going to be the amber one, and then the next one's going to be the green one. Then you got your reverse alarm, beep or nada, and then you got a main color and a rim color. So we'll change it up to a nice red, so you can see everything's red. Well, and rim colors are rim colors. We'll go with orange. Why not? Here's what I was talking about, your different setups. So I've got the regular attachment here with the base game attachment. All good. Works there. Here's your Q-fit with one of the Q-fit bits and bobs there. Pretty sweet. Loving that. If you're curious about the JCB attachments that Ross also has, you can check that out. All right, here, just go in and type in JCB and you'll find it with the attachments, and you can select Q-fit for these as well. Not only that, we have a couple different control groups. One of them is just going to be for your standard telehandler stuff. The other one is going to be for the leveling arms in the front, which you can actually pop those down and get yourself set up. You've also got a door, which can be opened too. I was talking about the steering mode, so we have all-wheel, front wheel, crab left, and crab right. Hopefully that helps you guys out. As far as your control groups, of course, we've talked about these, in and out, up and down, and we can push this bad boy forward. Being the construction one, it's got one heck of a reach. As far as this guy right here, as I mentioned, you are able to move these in and out, which makes things nice and easy. Jumping back over to this bad boy. Put that thing back away. In your second control group, we are able to raise and lower these bits down, so you can set that up maybe there. It's probably a little bit much, if I'm honest, but I mean, you can do it. So that is nice to see. And we've even got the door open. Well, window anyway. You can also turn this slope compensation off if you don't want it. So if you just want it to drive like normal, you can easily do that. There is still a little bit of flex on there. It's nothing crazy, but it is a little bit. So that is nice to see, but it's only going to be on the rear. Turn that slope compensation on, you'll be good to go. However, there's something else to know as well. See that wheel up in the air? It's because this slope is too intense. So the rear is fine. However, it's moving as much as it possibly can. The rear can handle it a little bit more, but the front cannot. So we bring it down. You are able to leave slope compensation on all the time though, so don't think you have to turn it on and off at certain bits and bobs and points, but it does work. A-okay. Check that out. Compensated. It's a little in the air, but that's all right. Our only other vehicle today is the Fiat 1300 DT from Hispanomate. This is a conversion, it looks like, with some new additions. If you're looking for the right mod, this is the one that looks pretty standard up. The other one has gray wheels and windows open and all kinds of stuff, so this was pretty just straightforward. Engine is 150 horsepower. This was actually my least favorite tractor in Farming Simulator 19, and I always said to make sure that you sell it. And everybody made fun of me for that, saying I had a lot of power. It goes 15 miles an hour. I still say sell it. But hey, let's talk about it. Plenty of wheel options. So if you like wheel brands, man, check them out. There's quite a few. We even have a few interesting ones, like the normal rear with a narrow on the outside, and a nice dual. There's even a narrow tire if you guys are looking for care options. Beacon light, you're going to have a left, right, or both. Front working lights are going to be a yes or a no. I definitely recommend getting those so you can be able to see a little bit better. Window tinting is 0, 25, 50, and 7,500%. And 7,500%. That's a blooper right there. Front wheel fenders, you can add those, and I definitely recommend it because you can change the color of them. Wheel weights, regular weights. Goodness, this is a blooper-filled section right here. Plenty of weight options for you for the front. Front loader, only one of them, the quickie setup. And then you've got a main color, which of course we've got as orange right now. Design, this is actually your cabin, so you can change up the cabin whatever color you want. Black I think looks cool, but that might get a little bit warm. Front fenders as well, you can change those up. I think orange looks pretty darn good. And then you've got wheel colors. If you go orange with everything, it's a little much, but I do like it. The only animations that you're going to find for this are going to be your mirrors. We can control both of them, but that is unfortunately it. Now we get into tools, and this one right here might just save me. This thing is going to save more than just me, probably you as well. The Köckerling Drawbar can be used to better maneuver a seed drill. So what you can do, you hook this up via your 3-point end to back, and then you've got a good 180 degrees rotation. So for something like this, which is notoriously terrible for moving around, I guess I probably could have gone for a different wheel setup here. I'm not sure that I'm not sure these are the best to test this out. There we go. Regular tires have a little bit of a better turning radius than others. So check this out. Now you can use this with more than just this. However, it works really well with this. Look at that. Look at that turn right there. Look at me turning. It might not be 180 degrees, but boy, oh boy, it is a lot. And if you do it hard enough, it'll actually spin the seater around. So that makes things super nice. But again, as I mentioned, it's not just this seater. It can work on a lot of different things. You may even find another thing to use this for. But at least for now, man, I tell you what, the Köckerling Drawbar, there's a reason it's the first tool we're talking about. I think it is super useful. Next, we got our tipper, the Brantner TA 23065, the power tube. Man, I love Brantner tippers. I think they look great. You got two options for capacities on here. It comes with the 33,600. However, it is costing you more money to have that. If you change it to no extension, you still get 22,000 liters, and it is $5,500 cheaper. So that's nice. Two wheel brands for you, Trelleborg or Michelin. Both of them have a good amount of tires to choose from. So good there. Warning stripes, these are going to be around towards the very back on the bottom. So you've got those LED flashers, kind of the same thing. The LED flashers are added down there, so you can really warn people that you're coming through. Extra lights are added all the way around. So you got these red lights on the very back, which are popped in, and you've got orange and amber ones on the side here. As far as the front, doesn't look like anything's added towards the front. As far as colors go, you've got a main color, base frame on the bottom, fenders, and rim color. Goeweil, the Goeweil G-1 F125. This mod, oh my goodness, so nice to see some Goeweil mods hanging around. 120 horsepower, 10 mile per hour at max speed. It only does 125 centimeter round bells, but that is okay. You do have all of your standard stuff through here, so you got your wheel brands. You can choose from those if you like. You do have some different setups here too. I'm a big fan of Rotestein wide, so we'll stick with those. And then you've got a round bell net or film, and then you can also add a silage additive tank around towards the front, which is really nice, especially for making grass. Next on our list, the Kverneland Exacta EL pack, fertilizer and lime in here between 700 and 1,400 liters. So not a lot, but still pretty good. Spread is actually going to keep you in the field a little while longer, though. 21 meters at 12 miles an hour. So it is about half of the normal width as a normal spreader. So if you wanted to, definitely check that out. It's nice to see it. Also, the working widths can go down all the way to 9 meters. Really making this thing versatile for small to medium farms. If you're looking for some logging stuff, we got the FTG FB90D. Oh my goodness. Actually, in the game, it's actually the 3P as well. The FTG Kalenfall, I think. Kalenfall? Not quite sure. Regardless, it is a trailer that you can load up your logs with. Move them around. It's a very, very nice trailer as well. Pretty cheap in-game. I think in real life, a little expensive, but not too shabby. Let's keep this party going. We got the Joskin Tanker 3500. This will slurry, digestate, and water. However, don't worry, not at the same time. Hose, you've got a couple different options here, with, without, left and right, both, etc. If you do go with those, you can also change up the hose color. We do have a couple colors here, but nothing too wild and crazy. We'll keep that off for now. Wheel brands, you've got a Lizard and Continental. That is it. Lizard tires are going to be exactly what you see here, the chunky boys. However, your Continental, you can either go with an off-road set or an on-road set. So it's nice that players have the option there. Then you have the use. I like this. Slurry tanker. It's got a 3,500 liter capacity, 35 horsepower, 8 meters, and 9 miles an hour. Then you go with the mobile water tank, which is not a slurry tanker at all. So, one or the other. Subsoil time and ground care specifically. Lemken Dolomit 9. I think I said those words out of order. Nonetheless, 120 horsepower, 3 meters at 7 miles per hour. You've also got the 3-point on the backside as well, so you can hook up another 3-point hitch attachment tool. Like this. I wouldn't, but like this. The Lemken Korund 750L. This is a cultivator. 215 horsepower is required for this, 7.5 meters at 10 miles per hour. And our last ground care, we've got the Kverneland Qualidisc Farmer 3000 Disc Harrow. 1,000 horsepower. Nope, kidding. 100 horsepower, 3 meters at 10 miles per hour. Man, I'm having a tough time today. Hey, if you missed the blooper video I did a couple days ago, check that out. Don't worry. I actually have more for you in the next week or so. There were so many, I had to split it up. Now jumping over to placeables, and here's something that we don't get a lot. The Constructible Hut. It is a Constructible. So excited. Not only that, you got 2 different versions here. So the Constructible Hut could either be built. Yes, it's got a sleepy time trigger right there, which is very, very cool. It is a sleepy time place. So you've got this sleepy house. Goodness gracious. It is a day and a half. It's only Monday. This version needs wood, and this version needs your boards and posts. But I have gone for the version that needs wood. And it says it needs 750 liters. So let's see if I can find some. How many liters are in an 8-meter lodgepole pine? Guess we're about to find out, aren't we? Quite a bit, actually. 1,700. It's got a 10,000 liters of storage in here, so I'm going to load it up and just see what happens. And now we can get in. All right, that took, what? Not 24 hours. I don't know, 15, 20 hours maybe, somewhere around there. Actually, just getting into the morning. Well, there we go. All right, let's slow that time down. Let's make our way in here and see what we got. Nice, nice. Wardrobe, so we are able to change clothes. Love it, love it, love it. We can walk everywhere in here. Can we interact with anything? Let's see, close the door. We can do that. Sleep, so we can actually come right over here. Sleep trigger fills up this place pretty good, so keep that in mind. And open it up. So you can either utilize pallets of products, or you could just bring some wood over here. This might make for a super duper cool start from scratch, like one of those houses that you have to build your own house. This is perfect. Also, to answer any other questions, no, there is no regular building for that, so you will have to build it. Next on our list, the wall-mounted Stihl high pressure washer. Oh yeah! Hey, how far can we get away? Oh, well, we can get about that far before it makes us give it away. Now, you see there is no collision on here, and that's probably a good thing. The version on the side doesn't either. Now, what I've done is it's a wall-mounted, so I just took a building that's in the game. Actually, I think this is the building that you put your tools in. It is, and I have lined it up hopefully perfectly so that you can't tell that it's actually just floating there. Nice. Now, again, there is no collisions, which is a little bit of a bummer. It also doesn't give you a warning when you get far enough away from it, so I'm guessing we'll probably get a bit of an update for this in the future, but at least for now, there you go. Stihl high pressure washer, wall mounted. And the good thing is, even though there's no collision, you can still delete it easily. We've also got a ton of placeables today, including a pigsty, which holds 50 pigs, pack of gray buildings with a cowshed that holds 30 cows, a garage, and a house. Shed 22 by 14, it's just a shed. The wooden shed pack with a collection of animal pens, sheds, and storages. Pack decor pack with a trash can, sandbox, garage, and a picnic table, and a Polish fence. Now let's talk about updates for all platforms, and we have the Agromash 301 pack. It'll be version 1.1. Added the possibility to set the width of the trim lines, mouse control. Oop, I got my mouse over the control. Added support for IC. Reflective signs have been changed. Modified the tank opening and closing animation sound. Clear speed limit for cedar has been increased to 15 kilometers per hour, and collisions have been modified to make it easier to enter the tank platform. Next, the Palmat UPR4 version 1002. Cable textures improved after latest farming simulator update and added support for IC. And your only other update today for all platforms, the Bunker Silo Object Storage Shed version number 2. Haul with bunker silo added. Jumping over to new mods for PC and Mac players, we have the Agromash Ruslan. This large tractor costs $320,000. Ooh, it's a big boy. There's quite a few customization options on here. Starting off with your specs, you got 340 horsepower power shift transmission, 500 liters fuel. It goes 18 miles an hour. Also weighs 15.2 tons, and the tracks look super duper good. Loving those. Configuration, we have a dark gray. You've also got blue and rusty. Now, when you go to rusty, you can actually change the colors yourself. For example, you jump into your main color, you're actually able to change that up to a yellow if you want to. However, no color options when it comes to anything else. Also, I do think it's worth mentioning that none of these are rusty, so I don't know what the name rusty is, but hey, there you go. Nonetheless, let's change that back up to blue. I think it looks good. Beacon lights around towards the top. You got a middle and a standard set. Standard set's going to be around towards the very back. That's what comes on it, well, by standard. Windows, you have a light gray and tinted setup, and then you got a 3-point and trailer hitch around towards the back if you don't want to run the trailer hitch that it gives you, I guess. There you go. Startup is great, and we have one animation around towards the back side. We are able to raise and lower the rear 3-point hitch on demand. That's kind of cool. Driving wise, I gotta hand it to it. It handles pretty darn well. Yay! Hey! I feel like I can go anywhere with this. It feels like it weighs absolutely nothing, at least driving it in the game. But there's also no vibration or anything on controllers or steering wheels. So that would help as well. 360! Yay! Either way, it's basically a tank, and I love it. And your only other new one for PC and Mac players today is the Camara Tipping Trailer Pack from Köckerling Modding and Design. Loving it. Also from Camara as well. That's kind of neat. And here we have 4 trailers. You've got the RT9, 12, 16, and 24. Those are going to average out to a 12,000 liter capacity, between 15,500 and 21,000, a straight up 21,000, and a 32,000. Each of these has a little bit of a different customization. For example, the RT9, we've got wheel setups and a safety frame only. Safety frame goes around those rear lights. If we jump into the RT12, we get a little bit more, like the design, for example, which changes up a pull-in set, although not quite sure what's changing. Oh, the logos are changing. It was such a small thing, I didn't even notice. You also have the safety frame here, but we also have a ladder. So you can add a ladder around towards front. Well, I guess the ladder's already there. It's the platform that's added, or the extension. Jumping over to the RT16. This one also has the design. You've got the safety frame and the ladder, but of course, no extension there. And lastly, the RT24. You're going to see the exact same thing here as well. These are very nice trailers, and it's nice to see the back of the game. Hopefully we see the crossplay version of these soon, if those are planned. Lastly, today let's talk about updates for PC and Mac players. We have the Contracts Plus mod version 1002, added Nexat as a mission vehicle. Super cool. And lastly, only inside vehicle cameras 1002, added configuration setting in the mod store. And that is it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like on it. Get subscribed if you're new and join the DjGoHam fam. Double check those notifications. That way you never miss videos right here. I've also released my DLC predictions video, so check that out. Giants have a live stream video premiere tomorrow, so kind of wanted to get ahead of that and see if we get anything right. Hey, if you got any ideas, let me know. Otherwise, have an awesome day. We'll catch you in the next one.